Welcome to tonight's game between the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Please stand as our Lake Park Audubon band performs our national anthem under the direction of Mr. Paul Liversage. And now, for the starting five for Hillcrest. Number 3, Eb Gould. Number 4, Joel Quam. Number 5, Thomas Zwiers. Number 13, Zeke Irke. Number 14, Micah Foss. Hillcrest is, head coach is Ryan Garvin. And now, for your Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Number 3, Garrett Cassette. Number 5, Braden Ecker. Number 13, Cody Toby Wolfswinkel. Number 24, Tyler Bierke. And number 45, Henry Conrad Jasper. LPA head coach is Kyle Haberman.
Ready? You want to put 18 up? Okay, watch out, Lee. That's all right.
As we get ready for LPA and Hillcrest Lutheran, and as the coach, the nickname is the Comets. I think I did know that. I've done a game or two for Hillcrest Lutheran in my time, but had been a while and I couldn't find it on their website. So the Comets tipping it off. It's tipped a couple of times and won by Hillcrest Lutheran as they send out Eb Gould, Joel Quam, Thomas Zwiers, Zeke Irke, and Micah Foss. Zwiers is the only senior, 3 juniors, and Gould being the sophomore. Right to left for Hillcrest Lutheran, same color pattern. They are in white with red and black. LPA is in their home dark gray, but black and red. With it on the perimeter is corner, up and in by Micah Foss. He'll get Hillcrest Lutheran off and running. Only have one scoreboard here tonight. Just about 40 seconds in, but Hillcrest Lutheran not only scores on the first possession, but hits a 3 in the far corner. Left to right for LPA. Jaster top of the key to Wolfswinkel. Leaves it off for Braden Ecker. In now to Tyler Bierke. Puts a shoulder into his opponent, Micah Foss. That was a charge last time I did a game. Last Thursday at, well, maybe that was West Central area, but either way, Tyler Bierke is up and in. Here's Hillcrest Lutheran. fadeaway shot on the baseline, no good. Wolfswinkel gets the rebound, and then he gets fouled. Is that on Foss? I believe it is on number 14, Micah Foss. He will get the first personal for him. It does not look like the fouls are going to go up on the scoreboard. And the scoreboard that's on what kind of the north side of the gym is not working, so we only got the one on the south side of the gym. Tyler Bierke in front of the Hillcrest Lutheran bench. It is a 3-2 lead. The Comets have it over the Raiders. Opening possessions. Garrett Cassette to Henry Castor out on the perimeter. Braden Ecker looking to drive in, find a lane. Got blocked. That's going to be Thomas Swears. And then the putback, I believe, by Wolfswinkel. I had to look down to see who had the block, so that was Swears with the block, but I think Wolfswinkel gathered up the loose ball. And then a little floater up and in by Zeke Irke. So Irke hitting shots. 5-4 lead here for Hillcrest Lutheran. Team hitting their shots right now. Tyler Bierke between the circles, left to right, guarded there by Joel Quam. Off to the left to Braden Ecker, into Jasper, and Henry with a nice little running shot up and in, and kind of just a step forward and kind of toss that one in from a few feet out. Here comes Hillcrest Lutheran. A great save first from the corner there was Quam. Now they get it back, and a three put up and no good by Ev Gould. He is only a sophomore, 5'7", off on the shot, so it will be an LPA inbound. I was told Hillcrest Lutheran will press a bit in this matchup, so we'll see if the Raiders can keep their turnovers down. With it is Garrett Cassette, now to Wolfswinkel, straight up near side, guarded by Foss, now to Jaster, can't get it back to Wolfswinkel. Looking down into the near corner, now it's Cassette open. As he's on the perimeter working on Irke, they put it down to Wolfswinkel, and he put it up just too short. Coming down with the rebound is Swears. And of the tallest player at 6, Ecker takes it down the near side. Hey, lays it up and in. I thought Braden was going in a little too fast on that one. It didn't look pretty. He kind of got cockeyed a little bit, but made the shot nonetheless. Going for the steal is Bierke, and then Henry Chester has to commit the personal foul. Down low, trying to help out on the defense. So this will be a shooting foul as well, so that'll put Swears at the free throw line for 2. Each team with a team foul. Swears up and rattles it in. His first points of the night. 3 by Foss, a 2 by Irke, and now that free throw by Swears. First player off the bench, it's Sam Brumfield. He's a sophomore at 5'11". Good group of seniors, at least numbers-wise, but only one starter. Second free throw by Swears, rattles around, and came off the rim. That one looked good, but it just came on off. Jaster with another rebound to Wolfswinkel, looking to drive on in, leave it out for Cassette, working on Irke. Pretty good matchup there. Braden with a long 2, back of the rim, no good, and Swears gets in front of Jaster, and Henry has committed his second personal in the first couple of moments. Really only not even 4.5 in. That'll be the second foul, so that's going to get Trent Bierke at least taking the warm-ups off. Keep Henry out there for a moment or two, but expect a change coming up. Runfield to Foss, now to Irke, get it into Swears. Cassette trying to help out defensively. Off the shin there of Brumfield, or who was in the far corner. That was Gould.
Black three. Come on in,
so that is going to go on Gould. No, it's going to go on Cassette. Thought they said white 3, but it's actually a black 3, even though it's a dark gray out there for LPA. So Henry comes on out. Trent Bierke comes on in. He'll put Wolfswinkel probably more down in the post right now. Bierke on the perimeter, throws up a 3, it drains it. Zeke Irke has 5 points to lead the way, 10-9. Still a 1-point lead for LPA. Wolfswinkel back to Tyler. In the backcourt, working on Brumfield. 24s meeting up. We got 3s meeting up. And that's Trent out now to Tyler, driving on down, fakes the shot, puts it off the glass, up and in. So Tyler Bierke leading the way with 4 points. All starters have a basket. Now Tyler's got 2. Back up to that 3-point lead, 12-9, closing in on 12.5 minutes left to go in our first half of play. Brumfield out to Irke, going for the steal with Cassette. Gould on the near wing, puts up a 3, no good. Wolfswinkel had it in his hands, couldn't close it. Ball's being tipped and won by Brumfield. And it will be remaining in the possession of the Comets.
Gould tries to drive in, kicks it out to Foss. He'll kick it out into the near corner for Brumfield. He put up a shot, no good, but Irke knew the shot was coming up short, got in there, got the rebound, tipped it out to Brumfield. Then it's going to be put up and no good, and then Irke comes up with it as Gould put up the shot. So right now the offensive rebound's going the way. Wolfswinkel gets a block on Swears. Good job by Cody. And now here comes Trent Bjerke getting it down on the baseline to Garrett, and then he'll leave it off for Tyler Bjerke. So a nice move there as Garrett Cassette passes it off to Tyler, and he lays it up here, makes it 14-9, and we have a timeout. Timeout's being brought to you by Partnership for Health and partnershipforhealth.org. 11:49 left to go in the first half. The Raiders leading the Comets 14-9 on Catch the Wave 1041.com.
Team Industry.
To 9. Again, Partnership for Health and partnershipforhealth.org reminding you that fruit and candy flavored tobacco is still deadly and addictive. So check out the website partnershipforhealth.org. That's the number 4, not F-O-R. New player in is Caden Fisher. He's got it on the near wing, right in front of the split Raider bench. As they got a few guys right down in front of me, and the rest of the bench on the other side of the aisle. Gould on the near wing. Not sure, it looks like Irke went on out, so leading scorer out now for Hillcrest Lutheran, but they'll bring in Fisher, who is also a sophomore. So the underclassmen getting a lot of play for both teams. Now the Raiders do have their 3 senior starters. Brumfield out now to Gould. He's got a top of the key, looking to drive on in, and he'll get called for a travel. Try to take a little stutter step there and then dish it off. Draw the defense down and then dish it off on the baseline, but the referee caught him on that one. 11 minutes left to go. 14-9 our score. LPA with the lead. Trent Bjerke, left wing, far side, working in on a bigger Squeers, in the fact just a least weight-wise. They get it down to Wolfswinkel, puts it on the floor, gets it out to Trent, passes it up. Braden for a 3 on the left wing, up, no good. Tyler will gather up the rebound. Oh, it's passed a little bit too hard for Trent, as that will be a turnover. See where he wanted to go with that one, just threw it a little too hard and not, into the chest. If he'd have thrown a little closer, Trent would have been able to catch it. It was out on the perimeter a little bit and just a little too hard. Swears has it tipped out of his hand by Cassette. Here comes Wolfswinkel, leaves it off for Trent on the left wing, far side. Where does he go? He'll dribble on out. Now leave it off for Garrett Cassette. Again, good overall defense by Hillcrest Lutheran. Most of their players in the 6-foot range. Wolfswinkel on the floor, drives on in, and Swears gets a block. As Cody needed to take that one in just a little bit stronger on that one, but came up, tried to do a little jump shot over Swears. Swears got a tip on it, then gathered up the loose ball. Gould into the far corner to Foss. He opened the game on a 3. It was 5-4 in favor of the Comets. Now 14-9. It's been a little bit. Foss finally gets back on the board. Not had many shots made after the timeout a few moments ago. Closing in on the halfway mark of this first half, 14-11. Still a 3-point lead here for LPA. They're going left to right. Brumfield working on Cassette. Wolfswinkel at the free throw line, hands it back to Garrett. He'll drive on the baseline, a little double clutch, go up in the air, get fouled, and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Double check. I'm not sure. I think it was Brumfield, 24. Again, without the player going up on the scoreboard, it's going to be a little tough. Cassette makes the first free throw for him and LPA tonight. There's Irke back in along with Quam. Brumfield heads on out along with Gould. Set out there with Tyler and Trent, Cody and Braden. Garrett Cassette, picture perfect on the second one. He's got 4. Tyler's got 6 to lead the way. And it's back up to a 5-point lead at 16-11. As we've got 9:20 left. Foss out on the perimeter to, let's see, that was again Quam. They get it out to Fisher, and then Trent is going to rip the ball away. Going down low, quickly out to Garrett, goes in on Swears, lays it off the glass. Good transition basketball. Get the turnover and good court vision by the younger Bjerke, the sophomore. Got into the hands of Garrett Cassette. He went on Swears, a much bigger player, but he went up strong that time and kissed it off the glass and good. Swears gets it out to Quam. He puts up a shot, no good. Garrett comes down with the rebound. Quam, a junior. And Bjerke is back in there. He along with Foss, now with 5 apiece. And then the other free throw by Swears for the 11th point. Wolfswinkel out on the perimeter. Can't hand it off to Eckert. Does now to Cassette. And Garrett has his pocket picked. Foss comes down with it. And then he throws it right back to LPA as he threw it too far for Bjerke. Wolfswinkel on the near wing. Looking to drive on in. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And now a travel is going to be called. I have no idea what happened there. Kind of lost Tyler down in the near corner anyway, but must have kind of just moved his pivot foot to get him set square shoulders to the basket. 8:15 and counting. It's 18-11, 7-point lead here for the Raiders. Coming off the win over Park Christian, as is Hillcrest Lutheran. And then Swears drives it down, brings in 3 players, kisses it off the glass, up and in. Again, take it in strong. You got a better shot, even if you don't make it. A lot of times they'll draw the foul. That time, lots of contact, but no foul called. Cassette out on the perimeter, looking to go down in the baseline to Wolfswinkel. Out now to Trent, gets it into Tyler. A little runner in the paint, up and in. And we have a timeout taken. I think it's taken by the LPA Raiders. Our timeout's being brought to you by Partnership for Health and partnershipforhealth.org, reminding you that raising the age to purchase tobacco will help prevent youth from becoming addicted. Still in the first half, 7:42 left, 20-13. The Raiders leading the Comets of Hillcrest Lutheran on CatchTheWave1041.com.
Question.
Girls hockey is much farther along than anything else. They were the first of the winter sports to get going, but I would say that's quite halfway or just about for Lake Park Audubon on the boys' side. For the girls, they have coming off a couple of losses to Foston and Park Christian. They're not in action until this Friday when they're in Waban taking on Monoman Waban. I would say, again, girls basketball a little bit closer to that halfway mark. As we get back underway, go down low, tipped by the Raiders. Eckert gets it, another turnover. Taking it down is Cassette, trying to get around Quam. Little baseline shot, no good. And Trent Bjerke with a rebound on the backside and gets the first points off the bench for the Raiders tonight. Makes it 22-13, 9-point lead. Quam on the near wing in front of the Raider bench. Bjerke, the junior, gets it off to Quam, now to Foss. Foss and Bjerke have been the main scorers. Foss leaves it down low for Swears. The defense overcorrected and left Swears low post near side wide open. Under 7 left to go. First half of play. Pretty good first half really for both squads. Trent Bjerke out on the left wing. Takes a 3. Missed it. And a good block out by Foss, allowing Quam to the rebound. Bjerke into the front court off to Swears. Leaves it for Foss. Working on Eckert, the taller player, so we'll get it back up in between the circles to Quam. Now go low post. Swears leaves it off for a driving, a shot up and no good by Fisher, who's still in the game. LPA comes down with a nice defensive rebound. 6:20 left to go. Trent Bjerke, top of the key, leaves it off for Eckert. O'Brien loses it off his foot, and they are going to call a push on Bjerke. Yep. Boy, Zeke Bjerke was trying to get that loose ball, get him tied up, but caught too much of the back. So good job by the Raiders, Braden Eckert, to kind of leave more body than basketball to be hit. And Yerke went down on him. That cost it. So each team has 3 personals. Jaster's been on the bench for a while. Well, actually, Henry's back in, but he's got 2 personals. Wolfswinkel goes up. Shot no good, but Cody will go to the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. I think that is on Foss. Could be Yerke. One of the 2's got their 2nd personal. I couldn't see his fingers. I'm going to go with Foss, but not sure. Wolfswinkel comes up a little short. So Garrett made his 2. Now Cody misses 1. Right now, Tyler and Trent, Henry, Cody, and Garrett are out there. And second one also up and no good. A couple of bad misses there by Cody, but still early in this contest. They have a lead at 22-15. Yerke way out on the perimeter, leaves it out onto the near wing, and a 3 by Quam, and he hits Joel Quam his first basket. That leaves Ev Gould, or Gould, sorry, it's not Gold, it's G-O-U-L-D, so Gould. So 22-18, big 3 there, taken by Quam. Out of some traffic is Cassette. Good pressure by Yerke between the legs. Cassette tries to keep his pivot foot, has the ball tipped out of his hands, and Tyler is going to pick it up. Let's double check. I think they said Yerke touched it while he was on the sideline. I think that's the whistle. So, yep, remains LPA basketball. 5:25 left. 22-18. Again, lost it on the Hillcrest bench there, but I think that was the call. Trent Bierke looking to drive in on the baseline, kiss it off the glass, came up short, trying to fight for his own rebound. Not going to get there. It's a good job by Quam. Tipping it on out to Gould. Down the far sideline is Swears. Leave it off for Gould. Drives in the paint. Jaster couldn't do much. They kick it out to Quam. Shoots it too long. Gould on the backside. Puts it up and in. Raiders can get those rebounds every once in a while, but when they have a bad miss in the, well, in this case it was a bad miss by the Hillcrest Lutheran Comets. The rebound was taken by Gould, and he made it quite easily. Wolfswinkel couldn't gather it up, gets it out for Tyler. He'll take a 3 and drain it. Tyler Bierke continues a hot first half as he now has 11 of the 25 points. 25-20, 5-point lead here for the Raiders. 4.5 minutes left to go. Bierke working on a taller Bierke, gets around him, leaves it off now for Gould. Almost left his pivot foot, but able to hold it. Bierke gets it back now to Gould on the perimeter to Swears. He resets up the offense. Draws out Quam to Bierke between the circles, working on Cassette. And that tries to travel. He didn't keep his pivot foot on that one. Gould not sure what he did, but he just kept moving and never kept that pivot foot. Trent is going to take a quick breather. So this will put the starting 5 back on out. Cassette, Ecker, Wolfswinkel, Bierke, Tyler, and Jaster. 4 minutes left to go, 25-20. Solid first half for both squads. Ecker almost loses it. And, oh, they're going to call Quam on a push. I didn't quite see him, but maybe that's why Braden kind of lost the basketball right there. I didn't see that contact made, but Braden seemed to get off kilter, and that's when the referee blew the whistle. Cassette driving baseline, high off the glass, bobbles around a little bit, but eventually falls through the cylinder. 27-20. As there's 3:40 left to go. Quam looking to drive in, leaves it out for Swears. Gould on the perimeter, an NBA 3. Rattles around, no good. Nice rebound that time by Wolfswinkel. Taken away from Ecker. Braden in the backcourt will be met by Quam at the timeline. Brings it on in. Looking to go into the far corner. Lob it on down. A little bit too strong. Tyler Bierke gets the loose ball. Looking to drive into the paint, and his little shot came up short. Swears able to rebound it over Wolfswinkel. Get it out to Gould. That time Tyler, I think, made it a little bit harder than it had to be. And the ball's going to be turned over as Bierke goes for a behind-the-back pass, but missed his teammate. And I think that was Gould there, but either way, missed his teammate. Wolfswinkel picks it up. Jaster way out on the perimeter, held his pivot foot on that one. Now Henry pushed off on that pick, didn't matter, turnover nonetheless. Here comes Swears going in on Cassette. He'll take the European step and miss. And Garrett comes up with the rebound. Swears again made that one a little bit harder than I think that it had to be. Garrett gave just enough pressure to force the bad miss. Garrett off now to Tyler, 2.5 minutes and counting. Tyler needs some help, gets it to Braden. Ecker drives baseline, leaves it off for a Wolfswinkel, and he's hit hard by Swears. Good solid foul on that one, but I believe they're going to call Swears. That's Thomas's first. Leaves Gould as the only starter. Again, it's either Erke or Foss has 2 personals. I put down Foss, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Cody to the free throw line, picture perfect. I didn't think those first 2 were not the greatest shots, and then that one was picture perfect. So again, starting 5 in there for the Raiders. Foss is back in. Gould, Swears. Second free throw, no good. The one guy off the bench with Quam then is Fisher. That is, where's Fisher? Caden. He's a sophomore, number 21. Bad pass, Quam. Was not in the right spot. Gould just kind of threw it away. 9 turnovers on the Comets. 2:14 left to go. Pressure in the backcourt. Tyler will lob it into Garrett. Keeping it away from Gould. Bring it into the timeline, or across the timeline. Gould faked a shot to Jaster, gives it to Ecker, and Ecker is going to throw it into the backcourt. Tyler's got to get back and make it a turnover. I'm not sure where Braden was going with that one, but I know he was kind of off balance a little bit, and I think he was just trying to save it, but instead of arcing it to Tyler, Tyler at 6'4" can jump high. That one was on a line, and here comes the Comets. Less than 2 to go, down by 8. Foss puts a shot up, no good. Jaster comes down with the rebound. And Henry will leave it off for Cody. And Jaster with 2 personals has been out there for a little bit of time, but he knows he can't make it another foul. Tyler, top of the key. Tries to get it into Wolfswinkel, does. Cody off the glass, rattles around. Oh, didn't go in, but Cody will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. That is definitely on Foss, so that may be his 3rd. Again, could be his 2nd. And then Erke has 2. Ryan Garvin not taking him out. Boy, Cody came up short on that one. He's made 1 of 5 at the free throw line. Second one is up and also short. Coming down with the rebound there was Quam. Out now to Fisher, over to Gould. Swears. Quam drives in on the baseline, dribbles on out, met by Tyler Bierke, and Bierke able to bobble or slap it off of Quam's leg. So Tyler slapped at it, able to go off the knee, they said, or shin. Either way, but that'll be a turnover. Garrett Cassette bringing it into the front court. Good press by the Comets, but they haven't got too many turnovers to this point on that. And Garrett will take an extra little European step, get it up and in through the traffic. Garrett Cassette, he's got 10 points in the first half. Makes it a 10-point lead with 60 seconds left to go. Low post, shot is up, no good by Swears. This time loose ball picked up by Wolfswinkel on the rebound, gets it into the front court. Low, bad pass to Swears, and he'll go in, trying to get back as Wolfswinkel. Swears missed. And then Fisher puts up a shot, no good. And Bierke comes down with the rebound. Cassette down the far side will stop. 40 seconds left to go, bringing it across the timeline. And a Gould on a reach in. It didn't seem like that was a foul, and I didn't see him connect with the hand, but the referee was about 3 feet away. Gould wants a little bit of a clarification, but resigned to the fact that'll put Garrett to the free throw line because of the bonus situation. This is a 1-and-1. One more 1-and-1 to give, but we only have 37.8 seconds left to go. Garrett Cassette up and does not earn the second. So he had made his previous 2. This could leave the Comets the last second shot. Raiders will have the lead at half. Fisher way out on the perimeter. 28 seconds left to go. See if the Raiders can force the Comets to take that shot, whether they make it or not. Tipped out of bounds. Oh, Trent able to tip it off of Fisher. That was Brumfield. Brumfield, 24, was in on that one. So that one once again goes off of the Comets. Now Cassette will look to bring it in and maybe get the last shot here for the LPA Raiders. Tyler Bierke, he's got 11. Leaves it off for Wolfswinkel. Pressure now picked up by the Comets. Ecker looking to drive on in. His runner is up and in. Nice shot by Braden Ecker. 3 seconds. Gould will put up the shot. Good if it goes, and it does. Evie Gould ends up hitting a shot, and he drains it at the buzzer. So Raiders played awfully good defense. That was not the problem there. That was just the better shot going on in as we're about to 10 minutes. Now before 8 o'clock, a very good first half of play for the LPA Raiders as they lead the Hillcrest Lutheran Comets. This boys high school basketball matchup here on this Monday night on CatchTheWave1041.com. We go to the half. It is 32-23. Raiders have the lead over the Comets on CatchTheWave1041.com.
Good half.
Hey, Jackie. Hi. How you doing, buddy?
Don't walk on the floor, you'll get hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Be careful. Yeah, he's a Packer guy. This guy, he's a Green Bay Packer. Yeah, him and I were Packer guys. I guess I won't have my pizza shoot off tonight. I didn't know the band was coming. Do it next game. Pizza for 3-point shots. Remind them to pick up their area. What? It's no biggie. I was gonna have I got pizza coupon for a 3-point shoot contest, but I don't want to do it with the band playing.
Make sure you're hitting the concession stand. There's a lot of great buys out there tonight.
Thank you.
Let's try that. Yeah. We were talking about it.
So Zeke Irke was once the leading scorer at 5 points, so he is not in there. Fisher is. Meanwhile, it is the starting 5 for the LPA Raiders. Raiders going right to left. Wolfswinkel out to Jaster. Gets it down to Cody right off his fingertips. Turnover. After, I didn't tell you, but 7 turnovers against LPA. Then Swears will lose it off his fingers. 10 turnovers on the Comets. Now each has a 1. 20 seconds in, 32-23. Comets, I don't think have pressed as much. They have picked some time, especially on some inbounds late in that first half to do a little pressing. Garrett Cassette working on his number 3 counterpart, Ev Gould. Free throw line is Tyler Bierke out now to Ecker. Ecker looking to drive in, a little hook shot up, no good. Jaster tips the ball to himself, then rips it away. Henry Jaster gets the rebound and the putback, so he's got 4 points. Nice rebound there by Henry, just took it away. I think that was Swears that got his hand on that one. It's out to Quam for a 3. Swears driving through, and he will get the rebound and the putback. Nice job by the big man. As Henry got the rebound and ripped it away there. And got the points eventually to get him, and LPA off and running here in the second half. Jaster way out on the perimeter, leaves it now for Tyler. Into the hands now of Cody. It's Tyler, drives to the free throw line, jump shot a little strong, no good. Rebounded by Jaster, puts it on the floor, puts it up and in. Jaster. Henry picked up those 2 personal fouls somewhat early in the game, but was able to come back for about 5-6 minutes at the end of the first half, and starting off with 2 quick baskets here in the second half. Gould, who put up the 3 at the end of the first half, misses. And then Tyler will whip it away from Joel Quam. So good job by LPA to keep possession of the basketball. Cassette driving in, off the glass, up and in, looking to draw the defense. 2, maybe 3 defenders came in, and Garrett was able to put it up and in. Now Garrett wants the student section on the far side to get up and get going. Timeout taken by Ryan Garvin. Timeouts being brought to you by Partnership for Health. Partnership for Health says take a time out to get the facts on e-cigarettes. You can do so at partnership4health.org. 16 minutes, we're 2 into the second half. 38-25 Raiders on Catch the Wave 1041.com.
Okay.
Couple of baskets. Garrett's got the other one, a 6-2 run to open up the second half. Does make it 38-25, but just 2 minutes into the second half of play. Gould out on the perimeter to Foss, guarded by Cassette, brings it down, cut off there by Tyler. Foss needs some help, gets it now off to a new player. Wraparound pass, oh, Tyler had it in his hands and it goes right to Thomas Swears. He gets it out for Foss, puts up a 3, no good. Foss fights for the rebound, loses it off his foot. Swears puts the shot up, no good. Rebound being fought for, and coming out with it is going to be that new player. Getting it out to Gould, puts up a 3, no good. Oh, and Henry picked up a personal foul. Exactly what Kyle Haberman and the Raiders did not want to happen. This was away from the basketball. It's Yuchen Ha, sophomore, 6'1". Again, probably played both halves of the JV. Foss gets the inbound, puts up a 3, back of the rim. Henry keeps it away from Yuchen. So Ha at 6'1", battling 6'7" Henry Jaster, but Henry picked up that 3rd personal, and Tyler thinking Garrett Cassette was going to drive and jump on the baseline, maybe almost like a lob pass, threw a hard pass down low, but all it hit was the back wall. Turnover for the Raiders, and we'll see what the Comets can do. They get it inside to Swears. Nope, no good. This should go on Wolfswinkel if I'm not mistaken. It is. And that's big because Jaster was in on the play. But so a shooting foul. Swears gets 2. He went 1 of 2 at the free throw line, the only one to make it there in the first half of play. But this one he makes. Last time he made one, missed one. Trent's going to come in for Tyler. So they're keeping Henry out there with 3. Again, I'm not sure on Foss and Irke. I gave it to Foss, so I got him on the books with 3 as well, but we'll have to wait and see if anybody fouls out. Swears makes that one, so he's got all 4 points for the Comets in the second half. 11-point lead, 38-27. Trent Bierke in the backcourt. Again, Raiders are right to left. Quam meets him. Been moved by Trent leaves it off for Garrett. Garrett will take a 7-foot jumper, roll around, no good. Quam comes out with the rebound, so the Raiders gone cold after Henry made those first 2 baskets. And then Garrett, I guess, made the last basket, but that's been it. 38-27, Comets down by 11. Foss leaves it back for Gould, gets it into Ha. Back to Gould, another big 3 way out on the perimeter. Hard to defend that because those are NBA-looking 3s. So Gould now has 8 points. He's got 2 threes. Quam's got 1, and Yerke and Foss each have 1 apiece. That gets it back into single digits at 8 to 38-30. Raiders just need a basket right now. Garrett puts it off, rolls off the side of the rim. Did not get enough on that one. Rebounded, bringing it on down as Foss. Leaves it off for Swears. Good transition basketball. Swears has 6, 3 by Gould, and it's now a 6-point lead. And Raiders need to find a good shot and take it. Beskey is going to come in for the first time, along with Tyler returning. Trent needs some help, and he'll get called for a travel. I didn't see that one, but everything falling apart here for LPA. So Kyle Haberman will take Trent and Braden out. Caden Beskey getting his first time here in the second half from the game in the varsity. It is Gould off now to Foss. 38-32. Raiders really need a stop here, and then some points on the board. Quam with a 3, and he hits it. Second 3 for Joel Quam, and it's now 35-38. 3-point lead still for the Raiders. As Tyler back in, working on Quam. Goes for the turnover, was able to go down the sideline, bring it in, and make the basket. So that is Yuchen Ha getting his first point, and it's now a 1-point game. This was a big lead at, I forgot what it was, but it's been a run here ever since, again, Jasper had those 2 baskets, and then the other basket put up by Cassette. It's been cold shooting. Garrett goes for a bad pass, turns it over again. That's 5 turnovers, and going for the lead. Foss gets the lob pass down. He lays it up and in, and it is now a lead for the Comets of Hillcrest Lutheran, as the Raiders have not been able to hold on to the basketball. Too many turnovers, and they haven't been able to put it in the cylinder for a couple of minutes. So on our scoreboard, a 1-point lead as the timeout is taken. Brought to you by Partnership for Health and partnershipforhealth.org. 1-point lead for Hillcrest Lutheran, 39-38 on Catch the Wave, 1041.com. Audubon, timeout taken by LPA, now down by a point, a 16-6 run. As bringing it down, and Garrett Cassette gets around the defense, and Garrett will try to take some momentum back, regain the lead, but it does look like the teams are going to try to play a little bit faster here in the second half. And right now, Hillcrest Lutheran has taken a lot of quick threes. They get it down low, Swears with the basket, and he gets fouled. He's going to it for a 3-point play, and Wolfswinkel has picked up his second on the push. 1-point lead for the Raiders right now at 40-39. Yep, I didn't think they put the basket up there. It is a 1-point lead for the Comets. Swears has made 3 of 4, now 4 of 5. He's made all 3 free throw attempts, and he's been the only one to go to the free throw line. So Ha, Quam, Gould, and also Foston Swears are out there. Again, we haven't seen Yerke a starter here in the second half. Wolfswinkel to Garrett Cassette. It's been Garrett and Henry this whole second half. Garrett will try to take her turnaround shot up, no good. Loses it, had the rebound. Wolfswinkel gets it, hands it off to Cassette, and then he's run into by Foss. And Micah Foss has just picked up another personal foul. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell you how many he's got. In my books, I have him at 4, but he could have 3. There's Erke, and there is Fisher. So Foss will head on out. Possibility he does have 4, but a good hustle that time by the Raiders. They're down by 2, 42-40. Cassette across the timeline, guarded by Erke. Tyler Bjerke needs to get going. He had 11 at the half. Off now to Jaster on the right wing, far side, working on Swears. Goes farther into the corner to Tyler. He's working on Fisher. And ISO ball on the far side, get it off to Cassette. Garrett looking to get by Erke, can't do so. Jaster on the free throw line, extended far side. He'll lob it into a Wolfswinkel, and he's going to be bumped by Gould. That's his second. So that is the second team here in the second half. So it's just an inbound for the Raiders from the Comets. So 3 fouls to 2, Raiders to the Comets. Henry gets the inbound, handed off to Tyler. Tyler makes the basket. Got that one from about 10, 12 feet out. Ties it at 42, and this is our first tie of the contest with about 11:05 left to go. Zeke Erke back in the game. He was off for about 6+ minutes here in the second half. They get it into Swears. He's been the big player. Erke out on the perimeter to Gould. He's open for another 3. This one is short and out of bounds. Trying to make the save there was Fisher, but missed everything, and it hit the baseline, so that stops it right there. If it hits in play and then bounces out of bounds, you could save it, but in this case it went right in there. Erke slaps at Cassette. Looked like there was some contact, but nothing called. Garrett in the backcourt again, bumped. Brings it in the front court, leaves it off for Tyler. Lob it down to Henry. Henry gets it to a driving Wolfswinkel. Cody off the glass. Wolfswinkel gets his second basket of the night. Be nice if Cody could hit a couple of shots here. Raiders regain the lead, 44-42, 10.5 left to go, and then Cassette steals that one away from Ha. Second turnover on Hillcrest Lutheran. No, Garrett went the length of the court and put it up to the side of the rim, but not up and over. And I think he got caught there instead of kissing it off the glass. That's why they give you that nice white box there. Garrett went up a little weak on that one, and it didn't go up and in. So timeout taken by the Comets and their head coach, Ryan Garvin. Timeout's being brought to you by Partnership for Health. Partnershipforhealth.org reminding you that you need to take a timeout to warn your teens about the danger of vaping. You can get your information at partnershipforhealth.org. 10-10 left to go in the game. 2-point lead for the Raiders. 44-42 on CatchTheWave1041.com.
Let's go, guys. That's second hard.
Make some noise. Hillcrest Lutheran went on a 16-6 run to take the lead. Raiders have fought back to a 2-point lead, but right now it is the Comets, left to right, LPA right to left. Ha gets it on the near wing to Erke. He'll set up the offense out to Ha. He'll take a 3 and drain it. Yuchin Ha has come up with a 3. The Comets have found their shooting stroke, and especially from the outside. Now the Comets are up by 1, 45-44. The Raiders have gone silent and haven't really taken any threes at this point. Kyle Haberman said on the pregame show his team doesn't force up a lot of threes, but they have been effective tonight in that first half. There's Tyler with another jump shot up, no good. Ha with the rebound. Tyler made his last one, but missed that one. So coming off the 3 by Ha, here comes the Comets again. Ha's got it on the left wing. Deeper in the corner to Fisher. They go down low, and that Swears off the glass, up and in. And there is not much Henry Jaster can do, but just kind of stand there and put his hands in the air. He's got the 3 fouls. We're halfway through the second half, under 9 minutes to go. And now it is a 3-point lead. It is Ecker with a 3, no good. Garrett got the rebound. Tries to leave it off for Henry, and it's going to be a jump ball. Henry bobbled it. Garrett Cassette, Yuchen Han go for it. Will be a turnover on LPA. Trent will come in for Braden. Quam is going to come on in for Fisher. So it still leaves Brumfield out there as the non-starter, and Ha, I guess, are non-starters. So right now the Bierkes are out there, Wolfswinkel, Jaster, and Cassette. 3-point lead for Hillcrest Lutheran. Again, their biggest on the night. It could be 6. Ha puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound as it was tipped out to him. Ha needs some help. Swears into the hands of Quam. And Quam traveled on that one, but didn't get called. Erke puts up a 3 up, no good. Fights for his own rebound, and it's going to be Tyler getting the personal foul. A push on Tyler Bierke, a tough one on Tyler. He wasn't going for the foul, he was going for the rebound, but he had too far to go. So holding possession. So 2 more fouls to give for the Raiders, but Comets bided their time in the first half. Now they're coming out Swears. Let's see, that's 11 points just here in the second half. We still got 8 minutes to go, so he is, and that's just the second half. He's got 16 in the game. Ha loses it between his legs and out of bounds. Turnover on the Comets. Looking to make a play on that one and forgot to take the basketball as he got up. So 8 minutes left to go, 47-44. Erke in the backcourt. Cassette, a little push off there, but again, you can get away with a little bit. Wolfswinkel out to Trent at the free throw line. He will stop. Leave it in the hands of Garrett Cassette. Right to left for the Rakers. Top of the key, Garrett. Where does he go? He finds the lane. Ha! Goes up and gets the personal foul. And Garrett will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 first free throw opportunities. And now when you're down, even though it's by 3, you got to make your free throws. Fisher and Gould are going to check in on the next stoppage, which will be right now. That one took a while, but it fell on through. So Ha and Brumfield will head on out. So with Ha, Fisher, and Brumfield, those have been the only ones off the bench. Ha's the only one that has scored with a 2 and a 3. And then Garrett makes back-to-back, so he made 2, missed 1, and that was part of a 1-and-1, so he didn't earn the bonus there. Now he makes 2, he's got 6. Henry's got 4 here in the second half, makes it a 1-point game. Erke into the corner to Gould. He's got an awkward shot, I believe he's a lefty, but an odd-looking shot, but boy, he can drain him from NBA range. So that's Swears, gets it now to Quam. Erke over to the near wing to Gould, puts up, it drains another 3. Again, I think he's a lefty, but it's like he shot puts and then a wrist action. Just makes it look like a funky shot, but again, as I say in a lot of games, doesn't matter if it looks pretty or not, is it effective? And Gould has made 3 threes here for tonight, including that buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Trent looking to drive on in. Gets it on out to Henry, leaves it off for Garrett. LPA tries to get an open shot. That's Tyler, nice pass down low. Basket is up and in, whistle blows, that's a timeout. Kyle Harberman wants a timeout. 6:48 left to go, back to within 2. The Comets with the lead and the basketball. As we get this timeout, brought to you by partnershipforhealth.org. 2-point lead, 50-48. Comets leading the Raiders on CatchTheWave1041.com. Half wasn't that bad, just wasn't that spectacular. They did throw up, Gould at the buzzer, but Quam hit a 3 and Urke hit a 3 along with Foss. So 3 starters had 1-3, but now Gould not only got that buzzer beater, but has thrown in 2 in the second half. Quam has added another one, and Yuchen Ha off the bench has got one for the Comets. They kick it out, Quam for another 3. He's got 3 threes on the night, biggest lead at 53 to 48. Quam was wide open, but boy, oh boy, the Comets are just making their threes right now. Tyler off now to Garrett. Again, Raiders can throw some threes up, but don't always, but they just got to find some good shots. At this point, they cannot afford too many empty possessions. Trent at the free throw line. Can't get it to Tyler. Looks to drive in, gets a pick by Henry. And cut off on the baseline by Swears. Tyler gets open on the near wing. Wow, call a 5-second violation. I don't think Trent was in the paint. Kyle not happy with that one. Trent did have 1 foot in the paint at one point, but he had stepped out. I'm not sure exactly what the referee was right there, but I don't know what happened. That one completely befuddles me, but bad time for a turnover, so Raiders have an empty possession. Now we'll see if the Comets can make another 3 and add to their lead. They lead by 5. Not a huge advantage, but the way they're hitting their threes and the confidence they have, ball's going to be forced into the paint and a turnover. I'm quite sure what Swears is trying to do on that one. Tyler will leave it off for Garrett. Cassette, top of the key, behind the back, keeping it away from Ev Gould. Gets it into the near corner. Braden Necker did check in on that last stoppage. Tyler between the circles, gets it into Wolfswinkel. Cody looking to go baseline on Foss, off the glass. Oh! Cody had it in the cylinder and it popped out. Oh, and that's Foss with another personal. So again, he's either got 3 or 4. I think he's got 4, but nope, he's got 5. Micah Foss is fouled out of the contest. So he will come out with 5:16 left to go. He has 7 points, a basket and 2 threes. I do believe that is the 5th foul for Micah Foss. Cody at the free throw line, up and in. Cody, that was in the cylinder. That bounced in the cylinder, but popped on out. Cody, after the first one made, he's got 6 on the night. Basket and a free throw in each half. Now he's got 2 free throws here. Gets it back to within 3, 53 to 50. 5:12 left to go. Yuchen Ha has checked back in. Swears gets it out now on the far side. I think that's Brumfield. Nope, it's Fisher, 21. Ha gets into the lane, but passes it out to Swears. Now to Gould. He's directing some traffic. He picked up his pivot foot on that one. I was looking at him, and he was kind of tapping his toes a little bit, and then he picked it up before he dribbled. Swears picks up the loose ball, forces up a shot, and a good block out by Cody Wolfswinkel. Wolfswinkel with the rebound. We'll leave it off now for Tyler. Down by 3, Bierke looking to go on in. Falling down is Hillcrest Lutheran. Tyler makes the shot as Quam fell down trying to draw a foul. Didn't get the call. The rest of the defense had to help on out. And that'll be Swears picking up his 2nd personal. Tyler makes the shot and can tie it up with a 3-point play. Quiet all of a sudden, and Tyler will make it. So our 2nd tie of the game, 42, and now 53. So a 5-point run by the Raiders. Gould gets trapped on the timeline, but good pass on out. Ha gets in around Tyler Bierke. Swears in the near corner. Gets a cross-court pass, going down low, missing the shot, but I think Garrett Quam is going to go to the free throw line. It is on Garrett, his 2nd. Jaster was in the vicinity. Those will be 2 shots. Each team has 5, so there's still 1 and 1. Excuse me, there's still 1 to give before we get to some 1 and 1s and then the double bonus.
Move somebody now!
Quam has made 3 threes, but Joel misses that free throw. Give the Comets a lead. Goes quiet. That one will rattle around and fall through. Amazingly enough, everybody goes quiet. Somebody makes a cough. Always, it seems, doesn't matter who it is. They always hit the free throw if somebody coughs. If you clap, make some noise, that's one thing. But somebody, when it's dead silence, will just kind of cough and trying to distract the shooter. But just always seems like that ball goes in. Ecker at the free throw line will dribble on out, guarded there by Fisher. Hasn't done much other than just play some quality minutes, and Garrett's going to get called for a travel. Thought he was in motion when he received the basketball, but I guess not. Irke is going to come on in for Fisher. So Ha is still out there. So Swears and Gould, Quam and Irke are the starters. Yuchen Ha being only a sophomore, but he's going to get himself quite a bit of varsity minutes the way it goes. Oh, Swears was able to keep it away from Henry and banks it off the glass up and in. Henry avoided the personal foul, but did not get enough of the basketball to keep Swears from the easy shot. Braden with a high shot, eye off the glass. Ecker gets his third basket of the night. Back to a 1-point advantage for the Comets, 56-55. 3:15 is our time remaining. Ha gets it on out to a Swears. Quam to Gould. Back on out. They get it inside to Swears. Leaves it off for Yuchen Han. And Han got hit. No foul called, but he did throw it off one of the Raiders. Oh, Tyler Bierke, I think, made contact with him. Wolfswinkel could have been called for a foul as well. But either way, they allowed Ha to go up. He actually, because he was off kilter, just kind of threw the basketball. I think he was trying to make a pass. Gould for another three. He misses, and it hit the baseline. So Gould didn't get that one to go. Raiders will hold possession, or get possession now off the missed shot. Under 3 to go, 56-55. 1-point lead for Hillcrest Lutheran. Right to left, Cassette drives into the paint, draws contact, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. That was the last one to give for Hillcrest Lutheran. So this one will be going on Yuchen Ha. Garrett at the free throw line, rattles that one in, and gets our third tie. Now at 56, can the Raiders regain the lead? Garrett Cassette, back of the rim, no good. Quam comes out with the rebound. Garrett had made 3 in a row right there to open up the second half. Irke gets it back into Swears, driving in. Jaster gets the block, and fighting for the rebound, and Swears is on the baseline. So not a turnover there, but Henry Jaster gets a big block. And then he was able to tip the ball. He was trying to fight for it, and then Swears tried to grab it, but he was on the baseline. So Henry gets a big block down low with about 2.5 minutes left to go, second half. Tied at 56. Garrett Cassette and the Raiders looking to regain the lead after the Comets have had it for a few minutes. Garrett gets it in the corner to Ecker, goes down low. Tyler has it ripped right out of his hands by Gould. And then there's a push maybe by Wolfswinkel. Yep, Cody's going to pick up his third personal. That's not a bad, I mean, Tyler just got kind of taken by surprise. The lob pass was to him. I didn't see it. I think it was Ha that may have jumped in there. He's 6'1", but boy, he's going to be a fun player for Hillcrest Lutheran. Only has a sophomore. So it's now the Comets that have the opportunity to regain the lead. 155, a big three. Quam puts it up, no good. Ha fighting for the rebound, runs into Wolfswinkel. No foul there. Well, we have seen that be called a foul. Bierke picks up the loose ball, hands it off to Braden. Ecker looking to drive in the paint. His little runner is up and in. Braden Ecker, 2 baskets in each half. And LPA regains the lead at 58-56. That at 1:35. 90 seconds left to go in regulation here tonight. Bierke out on the perimeter to Gould. He's made 3 threes tonight, as has Quam. Irke on the far side had a 3 earlier, passes through some traffic. Gould gets it, puts up a quick 3. Up, no good. Braden Ecker tips it to Henry Jaster, keeping it away from Irke. 65 seconds left to go. Tyler Bierke between the circles will hand it off to Garrett Cassette. Drive into the paint, draw some contact, and get another foul on Hillcrest Lutheran. It's going to be on number 3. That's Ev Gould, his third. Garrett Cassette will go to the free throw line. He's got 7 here in the second half, 17 in the game. But Garrett needs to tie his shoe. That's why it's quiet. Now he's got the ball, ready to shoot. Up and in, 3-point lead here. Second one coming up. Again, if you're the team behind, you need to make your free throws to get back into it. If you're leading, it can help solidify it. Up by 3, up by 4 as Garrett Cassette hits a couple of big free throws. Less than a minute to go. 4-point lead, so obviously you don't want to foul on a 3-point shot, and Ryan Garvin wants to talk it on over. Hillcrest Lutheran down. The Raiders have regained a 4-point lead. 55.3 left to go. The Raiders 60-56 over the Comets on CatchTheWave1041.com.
He's got 130 and he's got 2 30s left. One full left. One full. Correct.
Had a couple of leads in the single digits. Raiders led throughout the rest of the first half, including at halftime 32-23. But a 16-6 run by the Comets gave them a 39-38 lead. Since then, it's been back and forth. We've had ties at 42, 53, and 56. So right now, over the course, I'm going to say of the last minute to about minute and 15, it's been a 4-point run by the Raiders. Now again, Raiders do not want to commit a foul at any point. If they do, they definitely won't want to commit a foul on a 3-point shot. The Comets have been hitting their threes here in the second half. Gould in the backcourt can hit from there. So Cassette out on him. Comets have some time, but not a ton. Again, they're right now down by 2 possessions, unless the LPA Raiders help them on out. Yerke gets it off now to Gould. Gould gets tripped. Oh, they call it a travel. Incidental contact, I guess. And that is 5 turnovers on the Comets. I had them down for 10 in the first half, so they cut it in half. Raiders had 7, now they have 8 in this half. So they will inbound it. Cassette gets it in front of Yerke, off now to Tyler Bjerke. Off to Braden Ecker in the backcourt. Press here by the Comets. Bjerke will break it, bring it on in, leave it off for Wolfswinkel. Drives on in, gets fouled. Good foul by Zeke Yerke. He'll pick up I believe just his second, could be his third, but at this point not a big deal because Yerke made the foul hard enough that Wolfswinkel did not get a shot off. Otherwise, it may be a 3-point play. As it is, Cody will hit the free throw. Again, Cody struggled 1 of 6 in the first half. He's made 3 in a row. 28.2 left. Wolfswinkel up and off the front of the rim, and good job by Swears, but now the Comets really need to force up a 3. They can't take time, and Gould's not. Oh, he traveled right there, didn't get called. Yerke off now to Swears. Over to Yerke for a 3, and he drains it. Zeke Yerke hits a 3 on a possession where there was a travel, and the referee said no, but he missed it. 14.3 left to go, 61-59. The Raiders will have the ball, but only a 2-point lead plus fouls. This could be a while in the final 14.3, but the Raiders have a 2-point lead. They lead 61-59 on CatchTheWave1041.com.
Regardless of it, that's 14-3 here. We got to be dying. You got to be shooting.
The Raiders to inbound the ball. They lead by 2, 61-59. Now again with the foul situation. Again, I don't know individuals because they're not putting them up on the board here for tonight. But no matter who gets the inbound, they're probably going to get fouled. Of course, the Raiders would love to be able to get the ball in to Garrett Cassette. He's been the most successful at the free throw line tonight, but probably their best ball handler overall. Again, you try to keep it away from some of the taller players because they have a longer dribble. So you want to have it in a good ball hand. There will be a full court press, including Quam on Bierke, the inbounder. Tyler needs some help, needs to get it in. They get it into Cassette in front of Bierke, and Bierke is going to have to commit the foul. So that'll put Garrett to the free throw line. This will be a 1-and-1. Should be, double check if they got it up quick enough. I believe, yep, that was the last one. So any more fouls by Hillcrest Lutheran means that LPA will actually be shooting 2. So Trent is going to come in for Henry. Jaster with 3 personals. He will come out. Garrett Cassette at the free throw line. Makes a big one right there. Gets a second. So not only did he make it, he earns a second, but gets it up to a 3-point lead. Did he make it 4 again?
Get in there and find the shooter.
Garrett hits it. 2 huge free throws for Garrett Cassette. 63-59. Now Hillcrest Lutheran really has to throw it up. He does. Misses. Bierke with the rebound. Tyler will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And that's going to be, well, not quite it. Yes, it will be. It's a 4-point lead. Free throws, if Tyler can make at least 1, then the only way, if he misses these 2 free throws, then if Hillcrest Lutheran puts up a 3 and gets fouled and makes it, it would be a 4-point play. Tyler at the free throw line takes that scenario away as he hits a key free throw right there. 64-59, just 3.8 left. Tyler again. Don't want to say anything. It looks so quiet. Tyler hits his free throws. He made 3 in a row, including a 3-point play. It is Bierke, puts up a 3, up and no good. As time expired, and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders hold on. They were actually behind a bit. It looked like things were falling apart, but then they regained their form and they made their free throws. Garrett Cassette made his final 4. It was Cody Wolfswinkel making 3 of 4, and Tyler Bierke making 3 of 3, including on a 3-point play conversion. And the Raiders will take it over the Hillcrest Lutheran Comets here tonight by a score of 65-59. Our post-game show is coming up next here on CatchTheWave1041.com.